been coming here for years. I mean, everybody, you guys on my channel, you know, we've been coming here a long time and having a really good time over here looking through Steve's studio. And
I don't use all of this, and I feel terrible just having it sit here. I'd really love to have somebody have it and use it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's just stuck in a room. I can't even enjoy it or look at it.
Right.
Hey, Billy.
That's you and Billy, isn't it?
There's the hat up there.
You look a lot different without all that hair, man.
I know it. This is an original poster from Alpine Valley. I didn't get one that night at the show, but a friend of mine that worked at Sunshine Promotions, who owned the company that printed those posters, when I got home, called me and said, man, I've got a couple of those posters left. I'm going to send you one. And I said, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Jeff Beck signed that too. I met Beck and Vaughan together when they were in Louisville a year before he actually came back and toured here. His guitar tech was working on a super reverb and catering, and I gave him my card and said, if you need any amp work, let me know. And they called me. Cesar Diaz, who was their amp tech at the time, left to go play guitar with Bob Dylan in the band. And they called me, and I took the gig. I took care of Tommy Shannon and Reese Winans during the show. I set their gear up and watched them during the show. And then during the day, I would work on Stevie's amps. And one day in California, before the tour even started, we had all the gear out and we're going through them. And Stevie's blackface super reverbs, he said, they sound kind of tired. He didn't like distortion in his amps. Mm-hmm. So literally had his blackface supers apart on the ground on a blanket, working on them, and he'd come by and check them, plug them in. And he had this little close interval thing he would play that would distort really bad. Yeah. And I would try to get that distortion out. So he didn't want distortion. He wanted everything like Riviera Paradise, big, clean, low end, like that 15 sounding. Yeah. He wanted that big piano sound, and you can hear that in his playing. When he did want distortion, he wanted to hit a pedal or whatever, you know. He wanted it clean when he wanted it clean. Right. So I spent more time getting distortion out of his stuff. This is a great book, too. I highly recommend this. Yeah.
I bought that at the show.
You got this one for me.
Yeah, from the guy.
Good friend of mine, Craig Hopkins, did a great book. For the Stevie Ray Vaughan fan, it's just incredible. Got some good stories and things in here. It's got just...
You're quoted throughout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Craig was a good friend, and I sent him some stuff that I had on the road. And I've got a bunch of stuff that I still to this day can't find that I wanted to send him to include. And I just talked to him 2 weeks ago and said, I haven't stopped looking for it yet. He said, well, I'm done revising the edition. So this is the final edition right here.
Yeah. I wish I had gotten one for myself now, because I...
Well, you can still order them.
Can you?
From Craig, yeah. And
how much aren't they? They're kind of expensive.
They were kind of expensive. Yeah. But I'll tell you, pick it up and just here, Bob.
There's a lot. It's definitive. I mean, it's
just look at the quality.
It's a very high quality.
If you hold this book, the cover, the binding, the pages, full color photos, and the quality is, and the information is packed page to page. Yeah. Almost every day of his touring career is in here.
Right.
Right there. I got a lot of pages.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, you're all through it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for as long as I've been here, I've been admiring all of Steve's, various amps and stuff that he's got that are just on display, not even really being used. And I've asked him about several of these things over the years and been like, hey man, what's with that one? Hey, what's with that one? And the other day I asked him about this Guiatone, the one with the big G up there on the top. Yep. I was like, man, what's the deal with the Guiatone? Have you ever had it down? What's it sound like? What'd you say?
It doesn't really sound very good. It's kind of thin and transistory, it's a Japanese transistor amp. Yeah. It might have tubes. It's got tubes in it, yeah. But it doesn't sound very good, and I'm not a fan of it. You don't see many of them. But.
Oh, totally. And that was the thing with me. I was like, man, I don't think I've ever seen a Guiatone, definitely in person, but maybe not even on the internet that's quite like that. So it was I thought, a special amp. And the other day when I was working on some of his stuff, and he said, man, I just want to give you that as a thank you. And I was like, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
My pleasure, buddy.
So let's get it down, see what it looks like.
All right, go get it.
I'll get it, Brad.
Going up on the hill.
Look at that Seabird jukebox thing at the very end, all the way to the right. All the way to the right on the top.
All the way to the right.
All
All the way to the right.
selector.
Let's see if I can get close. Get close to it. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, you can tell this has been here a little while.
Yeah, watch out for the spiders.
Yeah. So what do we got here?
Speed, tremolo, and reverb.
Yeah. Tokyo Sound Company Limited. Look at that. I bet you that's a really rare badge in this country for sure. Look at that. It's got the Guitone brand.
Off, yeah.
Guitone branded speaker, Guitone branded reverb tank. See it? Yep. How about that?
I can tell
Not
I
much.
replaced that fuse holder. That's my military fuse holder.
Okay. This is a tube amp, but look, it's
Yeah.
on the circuit boards. See there?
Oh, yeah. I do.
That's totally Japanese.
What's that, a
And you got these.
CL6 or something? What are the power tubes on that, I wonder? Do you remember?
I do not. I have no idea. Let's see.
It might be a half triode, half pentode.
We've got 12 AUs. Oh, we're missing one.
Oh, is it? It probably fell out in the bottom.
Yep, sure did. Sure did.
Good call,
Well,
Steve.
that way you can just look at it and see 6
That 6AQ5A.
6AQ5, okay.
Yeah.
That's that's what I use on my LA2As, I think.
That's an equivalent to a 6V6 in miniature. What do they call these? 7-pin miniature? But see all those ruby caps that are in there?
I do.
Every single one of those has to come out.
Oh, no.
That says Atlas oil, but those are all oil, paper and oil caps.
Unless I've gone through it. Usually I'll leave the caps in and put just a cap on the board inside.
You have not. Yeah, I mean, the boards are exposed. You can see what's up.
Oh, okay.
So it's all. But see, this is like they had no qualms about safety here. I mean, you know what
I was going to
It's like-
say, is that safe?
I mean, some kid reaches up in here with this thing cooking, and it's like, oh, pretty too, pretty lights. So I mean, it's all open, but so cool. What is the speaker?
Is there an EIA code on it?
There is not. So it's some kind of. It's Japanese. But here we've got a schematic on the side. Nice, handy schematic.
Perfect.
GA620. Yeah, man, I can't thank you enough for this, Steve. This is fucking cool.
I think you would appreciate it.
This is fun. But see here, okay, you want to talk about safety? Look at this. Look right here. See the transformer? You see those leads right there? I do. That's all. That's hundreds of volts right there. That's the incoming. That's the primary side. I mean, that's so. Yeah, buddy. This is freaking cool.
You have to run through it on your channel. Let me see the video.
I definitely will.
I've got a TV front Pro, and I think that's what. Whenever I think Pro, that's what I think of there.
The reason this is kind of interesting at the moment is because in a recent video, I showed where a viewer of my channel found one of these, basically. It wasn't this exact amp, but it was pretty damn close. But he found the chassis for one that was inside of another amp that somebody had built the cabinet. But this is one that's unmolested and has the 115, and it's a Pro, and it's going to be kind of probably impossible to see, but Pro amp. It's got the original Jensen with 1955 date code, 43rd week. So this does not have the serial number under the fuse holder. It's actually quiet. This is going to sound good. Did you go through this one?
I think I have, yeah.
Okay. Some distortion in here.
Something's distorted.
Yeah.
It hadn't been turned on in years.
I hate to say it.
What? No, it worked great when I put it up. It was just,
That sounds like voice coil rub to me.
well, it might be, but it didn't have it before. It could be parasitic oscillation. That might be what it is too, right there.
So this has the serial number under here
Yeah, stamp.
on the underside. But this has an S serial number, even though it's a Pro. So that's interesting. So I had in my reading, you know, I thought the S's would have been a Super, but maybe they didn't care.
It's the same chassis.
It is the same chassis.
So just.
But usually they stamped the S's for Supers, and they.
You know how Fender was, so if they needed a Pro and
if they needed a Pro and all they had was a Super chassis, they would have just thrown it in there. Yeah, true. So, but this is an example of and I presume all original Pro that has an S serial number. So that's interesting, and that flies in the face of.
That's the way I got it. So.
Yeah, then that flies in the face of what I have learned. So, but yeah, here is the. I don't know if you can see the tube chart, but definitely would have been a Pro amp.
The tube chart says Pro, right?
It does. Yep. And a 15. That's a Pro.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm gonna try to do is.
That's the guitar Pro. Now, when I put it up, the voice coil was okay when.
If there's a piece of
you might.
Did you hear that?
That sounds like parasitic oscillation. Turn the presence up and down and see if it. Is that speaker on a jack where you can plug it in and out, or is it wired?
It's wired. It's hardwired. Distortion in that, even on the high note. Big reveal. What do we got? We got a bunch of work done. Yeah, you've been through it.
It does plug into a jack.
Oh, it does plug into a jack.
I could get a speaker cord and we can see what happens.
Yeah.
To that amp.
That's also a 15. That's a 15 in that.
have a P15. But I mean, you want this original with the amp.
Yeah, maybe we can get it. Big clean sound.
This is a freaking cool amp.
Mm-hmm.
You have that. I mean, is this something that you'd want to sell?
I love the 15s, man.
Yeah.
Like I've got the Vibrasonic and the other Brown Pro up there. I really like Pros.
Right.
That's why when you told me you had that Super
I like
chassis,
poetry myself.
Poetry and poetry. Set him up and see how bad the speaker is now. Set the amp up straight.
Yeah, you can hear it just
Yeah, I hear it.
just right now. Even. I was hoping to, blow it out, whatever
Right.
might be in there.
And the mice could have gotten in there.
Sometimes
and
it's,
shit,
yeah.
yeah.
Maybe let me lay it backwards now too. Sometimes you can make them stop.
If there's a little piece of... Do it.
Sounds better facing up, doesn't it? Sure does. It's like it's not working as hard. Let me think about that for a second.
Whenever I hear
Right
that,
there. There it is.
That's
voice
usually
coil.
what I think parasitic though when I hear that.
Yeah. It's always been
That's
voice
the
cool for me. I mean,
Yeah.
just almost invariably. That right there. When on the fade out, when it's like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably going to be time for the recone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the fade out.
All right, I know.
There it comes right there.
Yeah.
It's just unmistakable.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, that's a total bummer. But I mean, that's a nice fit. This is a really good example of like a speaker that deserves to be saved. Like
Absolutely.
you don't replace this speaker.
Right.
You recone this speaker.
That amp's been here as long as we've been open. That's one of the first ones I brought over. So it's been sitting for 10 years.
All right, Steve. So this isn't one you want to sell, but your object.
I like the 15s.
You like the 15s.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're definitely keeping. You got to keep that one because that is a
I'll
studio
never
gem.
sell that one, yeah.
But the object of coming here today was we're going to try to find some stuff that you actually do want to sell, right?
I don't want to sell it, but I don't need to hang on to it. I'm keeping the stuff that's kind of beat up, that sounds good, that I like. But I do want to sell some of the nicer stuff that somebody should have and enjoy.
This one we determined has a voice coil rub on that speaker, and plus you're keeping this anyway, it being a 15. Well, let's go take a look up front and see what some of the stuff is you might sell.
All right.
Ooh, there's a Tremolux. Is that a no-go?
Yeah, I'll probably keep that. And I got a blackface Princeton up there, two head, up right up there.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably keep that too.
Do you have a cabinet that can go in, or
No.
do you want to try to restore it?
I
Or
had a 210 cabinet to go with it.
a 210?
No, with the Tremolux.
Oh, with this one?
210.
Absolutely.
Right
I would
now,
love to
I'm
have a
using
210.
this 410 custom with that Tremolux, and
Right.
it sounds great. But I'd love to have a Fender 210.
I would like to have one of those original 210s for mine too. Because I've
Yours
got a
is
blonde.
blonde, right?
I've
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
it needs restoration. It's not blonde right now, but it will be when I'm done. But the Princeton though, that needs a cabinet, doesn't it? You need to get a Mojo tone or something. Mojo
I
cabinet.
could, yeah. But we've got another black Princeton just like that, and we have a blackface Princeton with reverb. Then the most Princetons we use are the brown Princetons, the 62 brown Princetons, because of the tremolo. We use these two Princetons, and they look like reissues, but they're not. But we use those on just about every session.
So there's a Bandmaster down there. The Bandmaster's
310.
that stays, right?
310 brown.
That's the, okay.
No, I'll probably be selling that. But it's just a little bit too boisterous for the studio here.
Yeah.
I'll probably keep the Brown Deluxe. I really love the brown amps. They're kind of in between a Tweed and a blackface.
This is a 77.
Yeah, J77. But my Pro is in a cabinet about like that with the panel. I don't know. It's around here somewhere.
Now I would be interested in that 77 if you ever want to get rid of that.
That's a cool amp.
Yeah, that is a very cool amp.
I love the Gibson amps.
That's another one that's been obviously painted too. But well, show me the way. Let's see what we got.
Okay, let me see what's in here real quick. Silverface Deluxe.
Yeah, that's about $1,000.
You worked on the Orpheum. That's the one you changed.
Yep.
This is a cool little amp.
Yeah, that's
now, that's
awesome
the
amp.
grill cloth. Also, Brad, here, shoot this. If you know anybody looking for studio gear, an original Eventide Omnipressor. I got a retro, the channel strip. This is killer. This is more current. A nice 555 Chorus Echo, killer tape echo, Lexicon Primetime, Lexicon 1300 set delay. That's cool for time aligning stuff or whatever, but you can use it as a delay. A couple of 31 band graphics, just patchable if you want a quick EQ, you know.
Okay.
Dyne Audio BM6 studio monitors, got a pair of those. Remember the Gitorgan?
Yes.
This is the little Leslie cabinet that went with it.
I have a Gitorgan.
No, this is the Leslie that sold with the Gitorgan. Brad,
I have a
I
Gitorgan.
swear, look at this.
I have an MCI Gitorgan.
Yeah,
Of course you do.
Buddy.
look at that.
What?
Yeah, yeah. This was the thing that came with the Gitorgan in the kit.
No way.
It's amazingly good. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
We'll get
these-
sidetracked and be on Gitorgans all day.
These are original D19s.
EVs? Is that an EV?
No, Telefunken.
Telefunken. Oh.
Yeah, these are incredible. I've got 3 of
Wow.
these here. I've got 3 original D19s, and I bought a Warm Audio D19. Never even hooked these back up because I'm just keeping them put back in case they get dropped or whatever. The Warm Audio stuff sounds great. When ZZ Top played, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, I gave Billy Gibbons a pair of these mics, and he had SM57 or 58 capsules put in them, and they used those on stage, him and Dusty. So if you ever see this EV mic,
About that shack outside, Gretsch, you know what I'm talking about.
where they're set real close together in the middle of the stage, and when they come together and sing,
Yeah.
I gave him those mics to restore to use for that.
Oh, cool.
I probably got 20 of those here.
They sound good with the original
Oh, they
capsules.
sound great. They're huge,
Yeah.
man. They called them the Hammer, man. Just great.
Why did he replace the capsules? It just wasn't the sound he was going for? Or?
I don't know.
No.
He took them and he sent them to Nashville and had them recapsuled.
Hmm.
I guess maybe the ones I gave him didn't work. Maybe that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember, actually. This is a Model 18. I've got 5 or 6 Model 16s, which was the Stevie Ray Leslie. I think Stevie's Leslie had an 8-inch, and this, I think, has a 10, or maybe this is a 12 and he played a 10. Whatever the Model 16 had, it was one size smaller.
That's the one Stevie played.
Yeah, the Model 16 Leslie. This is a Model 18. It's got, I think this has a 12-inch speaker, and the Model 16 had a 10-inch speaker.
Now, when you mic one of these up, do you go from the side and the top?
When
What do you do?
When Stevie played live, he had a mic on the side, one on the side, and one on the top.
Okay, he was doing all
in the
three.
studio, I usually just mic one side, and that enhances the Doppler effect. Because when that horn spins away from you, the pitch changes.
Yeah.
And if there's a mic over here, you don't get the same. To me, it sounds better with just one mic.
Yeah.
And that way the Doppler effect lasts longer before it comes back. Like even my Leslie on the C3, we don't mic it with two mics. We just put one mic, and I'll pan that, maybe reverb the other side or something. But if everything's stereo, nothing's stereo. So the only thing I use a stereo pair is overheads on the drums.
Yeah. But it probably would sound pretty good, like in a live setting, like if you had everything hard panned, like the left and right, and did both sides
That's
of the
the way
cab.
he did it live.
Yeah.
If you ever saw him live, he had two vibroverbs, 11564 blackface vibroverbs, and he had the Model 16 on top of those, and the foot switch, and the vibroverbs only drove his Leslie.
Right.
And he had two side mics and one on top, and then he had left, right, and center. So when he played that, it really filled up. But he had Reese Winans back there too. So
Yeah.
I think that's probably a 48 right there.
Yeah, the 48 Super. Now, is that something you're wanting to sell? I know you don't want to sell it, but I mean,
I might. We called Joe Bonamassa, and he said, "I've already got a couple of them," and I had the reissue made by Fender, so he was good.
Yeah. So, okay, if you're watching this and you're looking for a very, very rare amp, I mean a very rare Fender,
and this
there
one,
you go.
I've got a letter somewhere. This was owned by the Sons of the Pioneers, and this was in the back of the amp, the little 45s. So,
That was in the back of the amp.
yeah.
So that might have come from somebody from the band, perhaps?
Maybe, I don't know, but I'll let this go with the
Interesting.
amp if I ever sell it, but that's part of the history there.
So the object of this video is to look at some things that, because we've been coming here for years. I mean, everybody, you guys on my channel, you know we've been coming here a long time and having a really good time over here looking through Steve's studio and having a lot of video content, a lot of things going.
That switch right there.
And, you know, here's another, I mean, let's just, for instance, he's got, here's a couple you got like, how many Telrays? 7?
I've got 5.
5 Telrays, so here's a couple here.
4 Telrays and 1 add and echo.
Yeah.
But that's the precursor for Morley, the Morley company.
We've got a TV front deluxe just hiding back here. I mean, and this is stuff, some of this stuff at least, is stuff that you're wanting to maybe start letting a few things go, right?
Yeah, I don't use all of this, and I feel terrible just having it sit here. I'd really love to have somebody have it and use it and enjoy it. It's just stuck in a room. I can't even enjoy it or look at it.
Right. So anyway, if you're interested in anything you see kind of in this video and you want to make offers on this kind of stuff, email me. My email is in the description. I'll pass along Steve's email and stuff to you if you're really interested in something. Just let me know.
Units, there's a brown there, and there's a blonde there that's been painted. And there's a low-power Tweed twin that's been painted.
Yeah.
And I've got a white Tweed twin that Tom Kiefer from Cinderella gave me. So I'll probably sell that one and keep the one. If you've never played a low-power Tweed twin, you've got to hear one. They're actually, the Fender reissues are great.
And this is probably not something that you'd want to ship, but there's a blackface Bassman back here. I mean, you can find that kind of stuff just about anywhere. But this has got handles on. So what's the story with this one?
Somebody added that, yeah.
Who was this on the road with?
That was a local band here in town.
Okay.
I can't remember right now, but
This is actually added. This is covered over, not painted.
Really?
May I pull this?
Yeah. Is the real Tolex under it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So it's just recovered.
Somebody pulled all the Tweed off.
Yeah, it looks like it. Or it wore off. And, you know, this is going to need a serious restoration. You know, the handle's been totally replaced with a really nice, big, robust handle. But somebody was obviously gigging this. This is not
Absolutely.
That's not a Closet Queen by any stretch.
The low-powered twin that I have that Tom Kiefer gave me is white Tolex. It was sent back to Fender and recovered. And it's got the original 62 speakers in it and everything. It's beautiful. And it sounds amazing. Of course, you know about these little amps.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I think I've got 3 or 4 of those around here somewhere. And that's a 64 115 vibroverb. Oh, and check this guy out. Richard Powell. We produced this album here just last year. And look him up on Instagram, Richard Powell. Great singer, great songs, really good songwriter. It's an Alamo.
Alamo Embassy. Those are cool.
Those little PV amps are good. And I just love these. I bought these for the speakers, of course.
Yeah.
But here's a black champ that, Fender used all the parts they had. So they got done with the Tweed, and they just wrap it in black and
about
sell it.
65 or something, maybe?
Yeah, it's one of the later
when
ones.
they finally...
And I like the browns. Here's a brown Pro and a brown Vibrasonic. The steel players liked it 15.
Yeah. I had a Silverface Vibrasonic one time.
Yeah.
They didn't make a whole lot of those.
No, they didn't. But here's probably the one that we would want to do a restoration on.
Okay, yeah.
That's one of the earliest, the earliest Fender Bassman I've ever seen. I was going to try to keep it as original as possible. I don't have the back for it. It originally had a one-piece back with a kind of a hole in the middle.
Yeah.
A port,
Somebody, what's this hole about?
I don't know. That's the way I got it, and I've never seen a Bassman that old. And that JBL is one I put in there because the 15 in that was also shot. I've got the 15 that came in it, but it's shot.
I have never tried to strip paint off of Tweed. Have you done that?
I haven't done. It's a shame that got painted over, but
yeah, that's a project there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the rest of the chassis?
Somewhere in here. Good.
So why is the faceplate not part of the chassis? That's interesting.
Does it have an octal plug?
Because this is a plug. Yeah, it's a.
Yeah, I had it.
Okay.
It's probably in here apart somewhere. All the mounting legs had broke off the transformer and the wires had ripped and cut, and I was trying to save that transformer.
A little deluxe?
There's a Tweed champ.
What's that Tweed underneath there? That's newer. That's like a Evie or something, maybe? There is a Gretsch.
That's Elwood's. I'm restoring that for him.
6162?
Yeah, it's a part over there on the table.
Is it the 6162?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So this is for everybody who complains about the messiness of my lab.
Yeah, be sure to show them, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, shut the fuck up, right?
I've never seen a shop cleaner than yours, Brad.
It's actually not bad, is it? I mean, it's not, I wouldn't call it a shop. It's more like I call it my lab, but it's not like I got people bringing stuff in all the time. But man, yeah. This is
that belongs to the bass player for ZZ Top on the bench there.
Which one?
Elwood Francis. Yeah.
Oh, this one here.
Uh-huh.
Yep, and this is the 6162 Gretsch. So I've shown this a couple times on my channel.
It's a Valco amp.
Mm-hmm. And these are some of the best sounding little amps that you can get your hands on, in my opinion. I didn't have any trouble finding one.
Did you have a 12AX7 phase inverter or a 6EU7?
They used a 6973 in the reverb on some of these.
Right, exactly. They had the reverb driver sometimes was the same as the power tube.
Correct.
And sometimes these are 12X7s, but I've got all these different schematics, and there's this is a hybrid of all of them. This has a 6EU7 phase inverter.
Okay.
Where the schematics, most of them show a 12AX7. I did find one schematic with a 6EU7, but it had...
that should just be a pin-out difference.
Right.
Yeah, no biggie on that. But yeah, these are fabulous amps. I love these
wonderful amps. Yeah, they're great.
Here's a chassis. What's this chassis?
That's a Tremolux, or Vibralux, I don't know. I think it might be a Tremolux.
Is that a customer amp?
Now, we've talked about that before. That's mine. And you thought you found somebody that had a cabinet for that at one time. And I would love to buy a cabinet for that. But
what year? What year?
It's a Tweed. I don't know.
It's a Tweed? I don't know. No, I think you're mistaken. I own a Tweed Tremolux. That might be where you got what you're thinking about.
One of your people saw the video. You put that on the thing, and he called and said, "I've got an empty cabinet for that amp or something."
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, go back through and see if you can find that.
RCA Op 6, one of the best preamps ever made. It was a mobile preamp for like radio remotes and stuff.
He's hiding the little champ down.
That's my test amp. Yeah.
You've used the Tweed champ as a test amp.
Oh, there's some more gear back in there. I don't even know what that is. I see an old reverb unit.
Yeah. Korg reverb and some, I don't know what that is.
I love that ART reverb. That's like an 8-bit.
That's an Ibanez. Ibanez something.
No, it's an ART.
No, that's an Ibanez.
Oh, the top.
Right, this one. No, the middle one.
I don't know what that is. Here's,
Yeah, I saw that too.
This belonged to Wayne Young, a local guy here. It's a Sun Scepter. I'm not a fan of these. They're really bright and stark, and it's an ultra linear output, which not real good for guitar players, in my opinion. But if you're playing big places, they're big and clean, you know.
Is it? Oh, that's got the Add an Echo.
It's got the Add an Echo.
Oh yeah. This would be the.
You've got one of those,
I'd have one. This is the.
See the speaker? It's got a 15. I like 15.
Yep, and that's got a JBL. Well, this should be out on the floor.
I think so too.
Why?
It needs.
Have you not gone through this?
I've never gone through it. No.
Oh, buddy.
What is it?
Dude, this is amazing. Man.
What is the? Oh, okay.
It's a Gibson.
I see it.
Yeah, but it's got the Add an Echo reverb built into
In
the
it.
amp.
Look. Oh. Yeah, it's got a delay. It's like a oil can delay, basically.
That's
Built in.
It's heavy too.
Yeah.
With that JBL in there. Yeah,
Dude, it's a monster.
Oh,
that's a
cool.
fucking monster right there. This might be one of the better sounding amps in this place if you got this going.
It's pretty cool.
This thing would be cool.
I can't restore it because they've got so much other stuff stacked on it.
Well, I'm here to help you move stuff right now if you want it moved.
No, we can't right now.
Okay. Anything else hiding, man? Probably.
I don't know. What's that? Is that a Masco up there?
It's a Bogan. Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing right there. If you want to start out, oh, fuck yeah, dude. You can make something cool out of
In
that.
my spare time, yeah.
What is this little? Ooh, what is this little guy? Ooh, what is this little guy? Ooh, this is a cute little Supro. Check this dude.
Isn't that neat?
Check this little Supro.
Aren't those beautiful?
That is gorgeous. That is a cool little amp. This is from the 40s, and I redid one that was white. It was white Tolex. And I have it on my channel. I'll put a link in the upper right-hand corner of your screen if you want to see that.
I don't think I've gone through this.
But this doesn't even have a full... Look, it has an RCA input.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Wait a minute. That's got a power cord. I may have gone through that. I can't remember.
It's got a 3-prong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is... And it's 6-inch speaker, I think. Just a cute little thing. This sound needs to be up in your display. Yeah. That's where that needs to be. Let's move it. That doesn't need to be down there. Okay, so the black flags, that was something you wanted to possibly...
Yeah, they're a little too
let
big
go.
to use here. They're down the very bottom.
Yeah.
That might have come out of that basement. I can't remember. I've got the original speaker somewhere. That might be it.
What year is on that? What are the codes on that? The 220 code?
725.
220, 725?
57.
57.
Those speakers are really rare down there. Those are the Outtech.
Yeah.
They're Outtech or I think they're
Early
Outtech.
60s?
They're Alnico. They're awesome speakers.
I bet. Those are I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
They're really rare. They came out of a TV station here in town.
Wow. And your black flags
Those
are down
the two
there.
Black flags, yeah. And that's a repair on top that bias board burn up. So.
Yeah. Is that Guild? Is that Greg's Guild?
It might be.
Yeah. He said something about buying a Guild one day when he was up here.
Yeah, I think it is. This is a Vibrolux, and that's a Tremolux. That's the original cover. The amp looks every bit that good. I just can't condone keeping stuff like here that's that nice.
We got that out last time. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Beautiful.
Vibrolux and Tremolux are just right in that right point too. They're just the right volume and everything, you know.
I mean, you'd be hard pressed to find anything cleaner than those.
Yeah.
And Tweed amps.
And this is a 62 blonde twin, high powered, with the original whatever speakers had, Norelco or whatever. Now, none of these have had anything done to them. Original power cords, all original caps and everything. I was going to let somebody, if they decided they had a guy that they wanted to do a certain way or to their own specifications.
Yeah.
These are all untouched and they can have them that way, or I could restore them, or they could pay you to restore them or whatever. But
Okay.
there you have the option if you want one of those, you could buy that and have it restored or keep it.
Pull this down and let's take the cover off of this Tremolux.
Yeah, that thing is so scary. What was that? Just a Mullet GC34 tube.
Yeah. And that comes with the original.
That's the original cover. Yeah.
Who made these? I forget who made these. These are Victoria. That's it.
And that might have the.
That's the
original handles in the back. I put a copy on.
Okay.
There, I think.
So you could actually. It's a copy.
Okay. But I think that's got the manual and the.
Either that or it's the cleanest damn
It's a nice
handle I've ever seen.
It's not.
This is the cleanest Tremolux I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
This is not even. This looks like a reissue.
I know. Tilt it forward and you can.
Dude, this looks like a reissue.
That's the original cover for it.
It's really nice.
Okay. Oh my God.
I know, it's unbelievable.
Oh my God. Look at this amp. Oh, dude. This is the one I want to get out.
Look how clean the badge is.
55, 35th week. And the badge is just, I mean, it's
like almost even no dust on that. Look how shiny the label is on the speaker.
This is beyond mint.
Yeah.
I mean, this is mint.
It's like time capsule.
It's mint for me.
Stands up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh, you got one spot right there. One little something.
It was a plate amp. The guy took care of it, but
he took
he was
really
just a
good care of
picker
this
guy, and he got old and said he couldn't play anymore, and he sold it to me.
Wow. Yeah, this is what I've got. Mine's a 60. I didn't really look, but I didn't see it. Oh yeah, there is a handle back there. There's also some strings. Oh, okay. Does it?
Yeah, right there. Right there.
Please do not remove this paper, pedals, or strings. Thanks. Wow. I mean, wow. Dude,
yeah, I don't deserve to keep that. You know?
Sure you do, but at some point the justification is hard because of all the other amps that you have already in use, you know.
Yeah, I can't use all the ones I've got.
Yeah, that amp is special. Look at that thing. Tell me, Bob.
It's pretty nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's pretty nice.
Don't you want to sell like half your shit?
As a man with Tweed amps, I could use another.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can we open it up?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I do.
If you look at this Tremolux,
Yeah.
in the light here, it's beautiful amp. The lacquer is barely yellowing. If you look at this old Pro, that's same time period.
That's what you normally see. That's typical.
This is what a normal Tweed amp looks like. Burn marks on the top of it. You know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you look at this thing, and it's just pristine. Everything's here. All the screws. The badge looks perfect.
And look at the reflection on that.
I mean, it is just wild. It's truly a time capsule amplifier. No holes.
There's not a mark on the grill cloth.
Is perfect. I mean, you see, if you look at this one, it's not nothing major. We would all be fine with this.
Little
But,
tiny nicks.
It's just got stuff from, you put these things in your car 2-3 times.
Yeah.
You know, I take mine out, and I swear I'll come back, and there'll be a string just hanging off the edge.
Right.
Just like,
for no reason.
What happened?
Yeah.
What touched this? All
Yep.
it takes is just something to touch it.
Yep. And we do have a couple little things.
Just a little bit.
Just to
down
tell you,
here.
it's not a brand new factory showroom reissue. But this thing is the cleanest. This is the cleanest 1950s Tweed Fender I've ever
It's really
seen. I think in person.
I mean, it's kicking, dude.
It's incredible. And it's a Tremolux.
Yes.
Which to me is
Let's turn it around while we're in the light.
Yeah. I mean,
Look at that.
good Lord God. Look at the speaker. There's just not a mark on it.
Pennsylvania tubes. They're just.
Yeah. These are 57, 22nd week of 1957. I think this might actually be a 57 because sometimes they did have a little holdover, a little bit of a lag between the speaker and the production on the amp. And it's possible these might be.
You'll be able to tell.
This might be a 57. The
Transformers were expensive. They didn't keep.
They didn't keep those in stock. They would have. Yeah, that I agree.
Yeah.
The Transformer would definitely tell the tale. And we do have a serial number on this. Can you lay it all the way face down, just very, very gently?
Careful.
And the bottom. Oh my! I mean, I have seen tops of Fender Tweeds that did not look half as good.
Yeah.
A quarter as good. This is the best looking Tweed I've ever seen on the top of a Fender.
Yeah, there's a few
I mean,
little
seriously,
scuff marks on it. But
just a couple, but it ain't bad at all. What we got? Serial number 01076. Right there. But that's not going to tell me jack. We have a GF code on the sticker there, so that. But that would tell you the production date. These screws too are so tight. It's like you can tell these have very rarely.
Never been out.
Yeah, that might be the first time the screw has been out. So, I mean, you've been playing guitar how long?
Since about 1995.
So 30 years, plus years, yeah. So, same here, 30 plus years for me too. And I've never seen a Tweed amp this clean. Have you ever seen a Tweed amp quite this clean?
I mean, only
I had a 410 Bassman made in 1960, one of the last years.
Yeah.
That was that clean.
Yeah.
Greg and I did consulting for Audio Classic, the tube company that did the Svetlana tubes. I gave them some of my new old stock tubes they cut apart to get the grids and all the spacings and all that. So they hired Greg and I to
Which new old stock did you give them? Like RCAs or what did you give them?
different RCAs, Phillips. I can't remember anything I had. I gave.
And those were the Svetlana people, right? The ones who were making Svetlanas.
The best EL34s
Oh, yes.
and 606s you could ever buy. They were, because they studied those old tubes, got the grids right. The grids are the most important part.
Yeah, if you ever find any of those Svetlana EL34s.
Not the new Svetlana.
No, not the new ones,
winged,
but the wing Cs
Svetlana.
from the 90s, the late 90s. Those were
The new Svetlana tubes is a trademark that they won in a lawsuit, I think. So
Doesn't that belong to Matthews?
Mike Matthews,
Yeah.
yeah. He owns that name now.
Ooh,
Oh, there's those
Nelly.
strings. No wonder.
There's where the string ended up, yeah. Fell down and there's some.
Oh yeah, this thing is 95% plus. I mean,
This is 100%.
well, I know, but I'm just saying, the whole condition of the thing as a piece of gear. This is like
This is untouched. I mean, this is untouched.
This thing is ridiculous.
Now, I've never
100%
had-
original.
I've never had the back off of that, so
Yeah.
if anything's changed, I got it that way. But I think it never changed.
This may be.
That doesn't look original.
That doesn't look original. I think somebody added this to try to cut down on the noise to the first stage, but that's the only thing that stands out to me as possibly being non-original. But that's what that is right there. They're grounding a shielded cable to here to cut down noise.
They would never put shielded cable
They
in
didn't
that
put
at
in it.
that time.
Yeah, at that time they didn't. It would have just gone straight to the board over here. So I don't know why they're doing that, but we do have some. Here's the original. That's the originals, I think. So they're kind of just sort of wadded up there, ready to be put back if you want to put them back.
Brad, I've had that so long, that guy could have brought that to me and said, it's just too noisy, I can't use it. And I may have put that shielded wire in there, but I don't remember.
Okay, we're going to have to pull this because I want to see the transformer codes for some, and whoever buys this is going to want to see it too. First, let's look at tubes. So we've got a GE. Is that an A? It is an AY. So that could very well be the original.
Yeah, they should all be GEs in there and probably RCA.
1957 on this tube as well. So I'm going to say this is a 1957, and this speaker was a holdover from the shelf.
When I got the amp, that's exactly the way it was, and I don't think I've ever had the cover off of it except for someone to look at it.
Right. Okay, V2 is a RCA, well, AX7, and date code 1957, 35th week, and that's actually not an RCA, it's a Sylvania. Looked like an RCA at first.
I would think Fender probably used RCAs at that time, didn't they?
Well, this marking here looks RCA to me, not Sylvania. So this might be a rebadged RCA.
It could be, yeah.
They did that a lot. Like if they were behind on productions, they would to fill out their catalogs, they would buy from their competitors even sometimes, and they would do it at a discount.
Did I ever tell you that the Owensboro MPD factory in Owensboro used to make those tubes, and they would put the logos on them for companies?
Yeah.
I own the rubber stamps
That they stamped those logos on with, yeah.
When that plant closed, a friend of mine sold me all the rubber stamps that they would RCA, Fender. I gave Billy Gibbons a Fender rubber stamp. I got about 6 of them in there, but they would mount it on a board, and they would ink them, and they would roll the tubes by hand over those, and that's how they put the power tube logos and stuff.
I did an interview with the guy who's basically the custodian of the closet at that place now, the factory, the Gold Kinrad.
What was that tube?
This was a Sylvania, also 128X.
Was there a date code in there?
57.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah, this is all original tubes. This is 100. 99.9% original. One thing that's concerning is, and normally this would be concerning, is see how clean this transformer looks? But the whole rest of the amp is clean. If I saw this transformer right here and this screw, look at how clean that screw is right there, that transformer screw. That's the cleanest damn transformer screw I've ever seen, ever. Look at how clean this is. You don't see this. This is an archaeological dig. I saw.
I wish you could have seen that 1960 Bassman I had.
I saw a thing where they discovered a whole new burial, an old kingdom burial place in Egypt the other day, recently, and they were uncovering statues that looked like they were made yesterday out of the fucking sand, and it's and then all these archaeologists were like, just this is the find of a lifetime, just this, and there's 20 of them.
Yeah,
and they're like
one after the other,
and it was like untouched. Gold, and it was like almost as good as King Tut that they're finding right now, and that's what this reminds me of. Is it's just you don't see this.
This is the Pharaoh's amp.
You don't see this, dude. So yeah, these 6V6s dated. I'm not going to pull them, but they're RCA.
They're 5881.
No, these are 6V6.
Huh?
These are 6V6.
Oh, 6V6s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
6V6, 1957.
Okay.
RCA.
Oh, I'm thinking about this head.
You were thinking about the Pro.
You're right. I'm sorry, yeah.
Another Sylvania.
And then another Sylvania. This is also, I don't think we even need to look at it. It's obviously, it's 57 too.
Yeah, this amp is like Bonamassa level.
This is a 57.
Mint.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
Collection type shit.
No, this is too good for him.
You never know. He might be a buyer.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, he's probably got 4 of them.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, this model doesn't have the.
It doesn't have the transformer, mount on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they only did that in the Twin, didn't they?
No, they did it in that Pro right there.
Oh, okay.
Any of the bigger ones.
Yeah. It's always got that third screw in it there, yeah. Man, go ahead and use that drill.
Well, it's going to fall on me.
Oh.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh.
Grab that Tweed right there. Right there.
Oh, we got to get the power cord out. No,
on the inside. Right there. Okay.
Now look at the patina on the screws. This definitely.
It's never been touched.
No.
And there's no code. And that's kind of, some of these smaller ones don't have them.
Those Triads or Schumachers then? What were they?
It's got to be a Schumacher, I would think. But I don't know.
Real early when somebody been
This
trying.
one has a 50246, but that's not any kind of code. That's a part number.
Part number, yeah.
So anyway, there's your part numbers. That's probably not going to tell you very much, even if you are a very knowledgeable collector. I wouldn't think that doesn't tell me anything.
The serial number is 100 and something.
The serial number is 1076. And that's one of the things I was going to make a video on. It's like going through my collection, like the importance of like filming your entire collection, all the serial numbers, like what the shit looks like.
I've got a database with some of that in there, whether I have the cover or not, and the schematic.
But videos like this, I mean, might save your ass if you ever have, you know, if you ever have anything stolen or something like that. But man, this is minty.
Mm-hmm.
This thing
Very nice.
is incredible. What's this marking right here? What does that say? Skull or skill?
Yeah, 401-84-11.
Or Sven or
Last 1311.
that's somebody's social security number. Yeah, that's what it is. Got all the pencil marks and everything. Yeah, man. This is an incredible amp. What do you want for it?
At one time, I looked them all up, what they were selling for and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, it sounds kind of funny, Brad, but I've never done this because it really doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really...
It only matters when you're selling, really.
Exactly, yeah. And the reason I'm selling this is because I've got so many amps that sound good here anyway, and I don't need to keep an amp that's like this condition, you know.
It'll just get banged around.
Because if the Tweed's all beat up and it's got replacement tubes but sounds good, that's what I need here at the studio.
Yep.
I don't need that, you know. Do you know who Drew Berlin is? The Burst Brothers guy from Guitar Center?
Yeah.
He came here for 3 days and looked through all of it. And he's the one that, he got that Little Richard's bass player. Somebody bought that Bassman from me. And it was the same thing when he saw it. The condition was just, it might have been even cleaner than this. I mean, there wasn't even dust on the speakers. To see a 59 Bassman, actually it's a 60 Bassman, but look how clean the environmentally friendly asbestos is on the back of the... Not bad. Back chart. Not bad. You know, that seriously, that asbestos is usually bright yellow. Look how white it is. What about the capacitors, Brad? They'll have dates on them.
They do have dates, yeah, that's right. 57. Fourth week.
I'm pretty sure it's a 57.
Yeah, I think that's
it's a
safe
57.
to say.
But when you pull that cover off and you hold that cover in your hand, you're going, oh my God. It's definitely the best condition Victoria luggage cover I've ever seen.
That's the first time I've ever seen the cover.
Really?
Yeah, and I've had...
Somewhere out in my shed up back, I've got boxes and boxes of Victoria luggage brown covers that I bought for these.
You do not?
I do. I swear I do.
No.
I swear I do. I need boxes.
I need one.
I need one.
I need one.
And at that time, I'd gone through them all and got them out and measured them all and stapled on the measurements to each one so we know what the measurements are and all that.
Okay, so like I said, 704, it's 1957, 704, 1957, or that might be in 08. So this is early 57 on these caps. Yeah, early 57 on all. This is a 1957 for sure. I haven't seen anything later than that. Okay, that's 304. Is that Stackpole? 624, so that's a 56.
Well, that makes sense because they had boxes and boxes of pots and they just reached in and grabbed them.
Yeah.
So there could have been a 54, 55 pot in there, you know. As long as you don't find a 58, then...
Right. Hard to see these others because they're not...
Yeah, as soon as you find anything that says 58, then it's not a 57.
Right. This one is a 56 as well, 304.
Yeah, those pots can be several years earlier than the...
Oh, here's a transformer code on this side, but it doesn't really say. But they also have the GF stamp here on the chassis, which corresponds to the GF here. So so that marries the chassis.
So the engine and chassis numbers match.
The chassis numbers and
VIN.
yes, and the serials is there as well. Something 8 something 60 on that. I can't really see it, to be honest. I'm not going to start moving shit around, but it's even got the death cap still in place. If you know, I mean, it's there. The whole thing, it's 100%, except for that right there. But who cares? I mean, and your wires are there.
Was it a GF?
GF, yeah. Besides that amp right there, this might be my favorite amp in this place, and I haven't even heard it. because I know what it could sound like serviced. Now, you probably turn this on right now and it would sound like absolute dog shit because you got, you're going to have somebody.
Well, those caps are probably short out.
The caps are gone.
Too, so.
And, that's everybody knows that. The caps are gone. Even these Astrons, the yellow ones, you'll probably want to yank them.
I bet they're fine.
You want to yank them. That's it's not worth the, because you've got original tubes in here from 1957. You're just risking those by leaving those yellow Astrons, really. There's no sense in it.
Don't be a sissy.
Don't be a sissy. Go for it, man.
Fire up.
GF, which is June 1957.
June 57, yep.
Yeah. That's the certified date.
So what's interesting is that the speakers is the oldest thing, so they would have stocked up on speakers kind of earlier on, and they would have been still on the shelves, so they bought probably batches of speakers in 55, and had them back. And then these are the next newest thing. The pots are the next newest thing, so they had tons of pots as well. So pots and speakers are the old.
They would just dump the new pots in on top, so when they reach in, they may reach
You
down
never
and
know
grab
what you're
an
getting.
older
Yeah, they
pot.
might get an
Yeah.
old pot. That's
Right.
true. And then with the
And
caps,
the filter caps had a shelf life, so
they have shelf life, and they
were
would have known
pretty close
that.
to date on them.
Yep. And
They
then
didn't order them out.
and then tubes would have been a hey, we need tubes this week. They would have probably been buying every week tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because every amp had tubes in them.
So the 22nd week, that's about the middle of the year. If there's 52 weeks in a year, 22 weeks in, you're looking at 4 weeks per month. So yeah, that's about what, June? It's about June. So there she is, man. If somebody wants this, you need to holler, because I doubt this thing is going to last long.
there might be a lot of these amps around, but this shape is pretty good, and it's got the cover that. Did you tape the cover holding it up? How perfect the cover was.
Even the cover was even the cover was beautiful. So yep. All right, man. That'll do it for this video, guys. We're gonna come back probably, once every couple weeks, once every month or something like that, over here to Steve's, and we'll find another one.
Right.
And
He'll dig another one up.
Yeah, dude, we'll throw more stuff up. If you guys are interested, holler at me down in the description. My email's down there. Seriously, if you're really interested in this, like he said, the asbestos. Look at how white the asbestos is on the back door.
Just go stir it up.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna start huffing it or
I've
nothing.
never
But
seen in any Fender Tweed amp that I own an asbestos that white.
that didn't look like somebody just smoked a cigarette, and put cigarettes out on it. Yeah, right. So definitely, man, if you guys want something that's this clean and collectible, here it's right here. This is it. See you, Steve. See you next time.
All right, I look forward to it.